It is the Tudor court, a world of silk and shadows, a world where kings decide fates with a glance, and where women, whether queens or servants, walk a knife's edge between admiration and destruction. Tonight, you enter this palace, not as a historian, but as her, a woman living under the rule of Henry VIII. Before we begin, tell me in the comments, where are you watching from and what time is it right now? Let's see how many of us are awake together, wandering the corridors of the past. Now, pull up your hood, lower your eyes, and step inside, because this is what it was like to be a woman in the court of Henry VIII. Chapter 1: Entering the Court, a world of glitter and danger. You arrive at court young, barely 14. Your dress is stiff, your heartbeat louder than the bells of Westminster. The palace rises before you like a jeweled beast. Tapestries ripple on its walls, the scent of rose water and spiced wine drifting from its open doors. Everyone told you this place was magnificent, but they forgot to say it was terrifying. The moment you step inside, you understand one truth: women here are watched. Always. Not just by men, not just by the king, but by other women. You're measured, your beauty, your posture, your family name, your value in the great political marriage market. The Queen's ladies in waiting surround you, evaluating everything from the color of your hair to the curve of your smile. A girl with flax blonde hair whispers to her friend about you. A brunette with cold eyes looks at your gown and smirks, as if she already knows your place in the hierarchy. And then you see her, Queen Katherine of Aragon. Her presence silences the room. She's regal, proud, steady as iron. When she looks at you, she sees everything: your excitement, your nerves, and your innocence. "You will serve in my household," she says gently. And with that, your life changes. Life in the Queen's household. Your days are full, dressing the Queen, reading prayers, mending gowns, carrying messages, learning to move with grace. But your nights are filled with whispers. The court is a forest of rumors, each one a root waiting to trip you. When you smile too widely at a courtier, another woman takes note. When you curtsy too low before the king, two ladies exchange glances. Every move matters, because being a woman here is not just existing, it's performing. And every performance has critics. Henry VIII is magnetic, not yet the swollen tyrant of later years. This is the younger Henry, handsome, athletic, charming, laughing loudly at feasts, playing at the lute under torchlight. But even at his most radiant, he is dangerous. Because one smile from him can unmake a woman's entire life. When you first meet him, your knees shake. You bow low. You do not breathe until he looks away. A lady behind you whispers, "Be careful, he notices everything." He does, even you. You form friendships, soft, quiet alliances made between sewing sessions or whispered bedtime confessions. You share secrets. You giggle about gowns. You practice court dances behind locked doors. But you also learn a friend at court is a friend only until envy arrives. If someone wants the queen's favor and you have it, you become a threat. If you draw the king's gaze even for a moment, you become prey. Still, you cling to these friendships because court life would break you without them. Together, you comfort each other through long days, anxieties, and growing expectations. But you never forget that any of these alliances could become a rivalry overnight. One winter evening, as snow dusts the palace walls, Queen Catherine calls you aside. "My child," she says softly, "do not mistake attention for affection, and do not mistake affection for safety." You nod, not fully understanding, but you will, soon. Because the king's heart is about to wander, and another woman will enter your story. A woman who will change everything. Her name is Anne Boleyn. Chapter 2: Beauty, Behavior, and the Art of Survival. Life in the Tudor court is governed by rules that no one writes down, rules every woman must obey. Not because they are polite, but because they keep you alive. You wake before dawn each day. A maid brushes your hair until your scalp tingles. You wash your face with rose water, whiten your skin with crushed pearls, tint your lips with berries, because beauty isn't vanity here, it's currency. A pale complexion means nobility. A small waist means elegance. A delicate blush means innocence. But anything too striking, too bold, too confident is dangerous. You're told to look lovely, but not look tempting. To be noticeable, but not memorable. A woman too striking becomes a threat. A woman not striking enough becomes invisible. You must exist in a very thin space between. You're taught how to walk slowly, curtsy deeply, smile faintly, speak softly, never interrupt, never brag, never appear jealous, never draw too much attention. Every movement is calculated, every gesture rehearsed. Even how you sit can be judged. If you sit too relaxed, improper. If you sit too stiff, unnatural. If you sit too close to the king, dangerous. Your entire value is wrapped up in how effortlessly you perform femininity. Anne Boleyn arrives. Annie does not obey the rules. She bends them, breaks them, turns them into a game she intends to win. She walks boldly, speaks sharply, laughs loudly. You watch her entrance like electricity entering the room. She is not the most beautiful woman in court, but she is the most magnetic, and the king cannot stop looking at her. Queen Katherine suffers quietly. She prays most often. She avoids feasts. Her eyes darken with sorrow. Women whisper behind fans. Poor queen, the king grows restless. But you see the truth. Henry is not restless. He is captivated. And for the first time, you understand how fragile a woman's position truly is. You learn that at Henry's court, love is never just love. A glance can be misinterpreted. A compliment can spark jealousy. A secret note can become evidence. Margaret, a girl you shared a chamber with, makes the mistake of falling for a young poet. They are caught in the garden. She is married off to a stranger in Wales. He is imprisoned. That night, you hear her sobbing through the walls, and you understand that romance, passion, desire, these things are luxuries women cannot afford. Not here, not under Henry, not under Annie's rising shadow. Chapter 3. Rise of Anne Boleyn. Fall of Queens. Everything shifts. Annie becomes the sun around which the court rotates. Even you cannot help but watch her rise. She does not give the king what he wants. She gives him what he can't have: a challenge. She refuses his advances, returns his gifts, declines his proposals of being a mistress. And the king, who could take any woman he wanted, suddenly cannot have the one he desires most. Annie turns denial into seduction, mystery into power, and Katherine into a fading candle. The Great Divorce. You witness the kingdom split in two. Priests whisper of heresy. Ambassadors threaten war. Servants fear the wrath of God. But none of it matters, because the king wants Annie. He breaks from Rome. He dismantles the church's power. He reshapes the very foundation of England for a woman. You see it all while standing in the Queen's chamber, helping Katherine prepare for the last feast she will attend as Henry's wife. She looks at you once and says, "I've been Queen of England, but I've also been a woman. And in the end, it seems only one of those matters. Her voice breaks. Yours does too. Annie's coronation. The cheering crowds, the golden procession, the jewels, the triumph. Annie stands taller than ever, strong, ambitious, radiant with victory. But you see something else in her eyes, fear, because to rise high in Henry's court is to fall dangerously far. And then she gives birth, not to a son, but to a daughter, Elizabeth. The king smiles. Annie forces a laugh. But beneath the celebration is a quiet terror. Because queens without sons are queens without shields. Annie suffers miscarriages. Henry grows distant. Whispers grow louder. You see the dread in Annie's face, the tightening in her voice, the trembling in her hands. The fall begins. The day the guards come, the court freezes. Annie stands still, composed, holding her chin high. She does not fight. She does not plead. She only whispers, "Do not forget me." You watch her walk barefoot to the tower. You will never forget her, because 10 days later, you watch her execution. She kneels gracefully. She forgives the king. She prays. The French sword falls. A single moment, and a woman who rewrote a kingdom is gone. Chapter 4. Living under Henry. Fear, power, and the end of a reign. After Annie's fall, the court feels colder, the air heavier, the walls closer. Women whisper less, pray more, look over their shoulders constantly, because now everyone knows if a queen can be killed, any woman can. Jane becomes queen, gentle, soft, careful. She gives Henry a son, Edward, and the court erupts in celebration. But she dies soon after. You see the grief in Henry's face, real grief, the kind he never showed for Catherine or Anne. But a woman's death, even a queen's, halts nothing. Court life continues, and new wives arrive. Catherine Howard, a cautionary tale. She's young, too young, barely more than a child. She giggles, dances, wears bright colors, charms everyone. But Henry is old now, injured, slower. He clings to her youth like a man drowning. She becomes queen, and then she is accused of adultery. Whether she did or didn't matters little. You hear her screams the night before her execution. She asks for the block to practice. No woman ever recovers from hearing that. Katherine Parr, the survivor. Wise, educated, kind. She navigates Henry with caution and cleverness. She supports Princess Mary and Elizabeth. She writes books. She educates women quietly. She avoids scandal completely. She is the only wife who leaves Henry alive. A rare victory. You survive, not because you're powerful, not because you're lucky, but because you learned how to live unseen when it mattered most. You master the art of appearing harmless, of speaking little, of blending into candlelit walls, and eventually, after years of service, loss, whispers, and fear, you leave the court. You walk away from the palace with the same hands you arrived with, but not with the same heart. You are wiser, sadder, stronger, and when you look back at the palace one last time, you think, let them remember the queens. I'm grateful to leave a ghost.